What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got the yay or nay stats, the second video of the day. So let's jump into it, shall we? Top 6. Here they are. By the way, last week, the question of the week last week, where I asked if we should continue counting those characters. Majority of the people said, yeah, keep counting. So, yeah, we're just going to keep on counting till the series ends, whenever that may be. But as you can see, the top 6 are pretty much the same, except for number 4. You thought Scorpion did a pretty good job? Well, he debuted at number 3, so yeah, that was pretty good. But Sub-Zero, one of the two characters from last week, debuts at number 4. And look at the percentage points from Sub-Zero to Scorpion, just real quick. Scorpion, 79%. Sub-Zero, 79.1. It's, yeah, I think people are okay with this. Very high turnout. Very high positive turnout, I should say. So, Sub-Zero, 72 total votes for his first week. 57 yeses, 13 no's, and 2 unsure's. Like I said, he comes in with a 79.1. That's pretty dang good. Other notes, Crash Bandicoot had 2 votes, 1 yes, 1 no, so he fell just a bit. Eggman and Tails both had 1 vote, and it was a yes, so their percentage points went up just slightly. Tails is inching ever closer to that 80% mark. Will we ever see 3 characters in above 80%? I don't know, maybe someday. But yeah, Scorpion, he went up in percentage points a little bit. I think he had like 1 vote, and it was a yay as well. But yeah, Rayman, no votes this week, so he stays where he's at. So there's your first 6. Let's get the next ones up, which is 7 through 12. Not a whole lot to talk about for this. I think the big one that made the biggest impression was Bomberman this week. He had 3 votes. They were all yeses. So Bomberman, percentage-wise, moved up. I think he might have even moved up, jumped ahead of Shantae, possibly. I don't remember, but either way, he had a good week. Otherwise, Master Chief had 1 vote. Yes. Shantae had 1 vote. Yes. Nightmare and Heavy. No, Nightmare and Ratchet and Clank did not have any votes. Heavy did have 1 vote, and that was a yes as well. So, yeah, all in all, yeah, like I said, Bomberman was the only real significant mover out of this group of 6. So, yeah, congrats to Bomberman on that one. He comes in at number 8. So, there's your 7 through 12. That means we got to get to the next group, which is going to be 13 through 18. Look at 13 for a second. Spyro the Dragon. Nothing crazy. He didn't even get a vote this week, but the only reason I'm bringing him up, Spyro has been in the top 12 since debuting way back in like October or something, or maybe November. He's been in the top 12. He finally fell out of the top 12. Kind of crazy, but after him, Shadow. I think Shadow had one. No, Shadow had no votes. King Boo, Leon Kennedy, no votes. Sora and Bandana Waddle Dee are the only characters from this group that got votes. They both had 1 vote, and they no, Sora had 1 vote, and Bandana Dee had 2 votes. One of the characters had 1 vote, the other had 2. One had just 1 yes, and the other split 1 and 1. But either way, they're both tied now at 69. No, that's Leon. Bandana Dee has 68.8, so Bandana Dee had the 2 votes. He fell a little bit in percent. But Sora and Leon, I guess, are tied with 69.5 for, I guess, 16th place. But there you go. There's your top 18 so far. So next group coming up, 19 through 24. Let's see. Anything interesting here? Let's see. Soul Bad Guy, Hayabusa, no votes. The Knight. Let's talk about the Knight here real quick. A little indie character, and he's hanging around with the big boy. Like, look at the total number of 234 total votes. That's more total votes than any of these other characters on here. And he's going up against Soul Bad Guy, Ryu Hayabusa, Kratos, Amaterasu, Chun-Li. But yet the Knight has more votes than any of them. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. He even has more yeses than any of the characters on this list. So the Knight's doing work. He did have 1 vote this week, so he went up slightly in percentage points as well. But then behind the Knight, we got Kratos, Amaterasu. Amaterasu, I think, had 3 votes. It was 3 votes this week. 2 yeses and 1 no. So Amaterasu, I believe, went up. No, Amaterasu actually somehow stayed exactly where she was last week, percentage-wise. But yeah, there you go. And then Chun-Li. No votes for her this week. A lot of characters did not have votes this week. It's a very, very slow week. But, oh well, it happens. So there's your top 24. Let's keep on moving. Next up, we got 25 through 30, which is, let's see, anything interesting here? We got 4 champions. Dante had no votes this week. Let's see, Waluigi, he had 1 vote. It was a yes. Akira Howard, nothing. Ooh, Agumon, here we go. Agumon only had 2 votes. They were both no's. And both people commented no because it's a ripoff. I actually replied to them, like, why do you think it's a ripoff? I didn't get no answer. Weird. But yeah, Agumon got crapped on this week. So he dropped in percentage. He's down to 63.9. And then Phoenix Wright, no votes. So he stays exactly where he was. So there's your top 30. Moving on to the next group. We got 31 through 36. Let's see, anything interesting? Okay, well, kind of. Lara Croft, Doomslayer, no votes. Lloyd Irving, 1 vote. It was a no, so he drops a little bit percentage points. Dixie Kong, no votes. Captain Toad, here we go. Captain Toad had 1 vote. It was a yes, and he actually moved up ahead of Lana, who is, well, in 36th place. So the notable character from this little group, Captain Toad moved up 1 spot. Nice work, Captain Toad. He's digging himself a nice little treasure trove, kind of, in a way. I don't know. Either way, he comes in at number 35 overall. Pretty good, but yeah, every other character, like I said, pretty much no votes. Lana, no votes. Dixie Kong, nothing. So, yeah, not a lot to report on this one. So why don't we go to the next group? Here you go. We got 37 through 42. And nope, that second character still isn't up here. Where could she be? But yeah, we got Porky Minch. He had a good week. He only had 2 votes, but they were both yeses. So Porky Minch's percentage is going upwards, which is pretty cool. And then check that out. Look at Paper Mario, Pea Shooter, and Yuri Lowell. 52.4, 52.3, 52.2. What a close race that is. But yeah, Paper Mario, it was his second week, and I think he had 2 votes this week, and they were both no's. So he dropped a little bit. I think they both actually gave the same answer, too. They said no because they don't want a third Mario. So a little funny there. But Pea Shooter, let's see, no votes. Yuri had 1 vote. It was a yes. Chosen Undead, no votes. And Gino had 1 vote. It was a no. So he continues to very slowly continue to drop in percentage points. But yeah, overall, Porky Minch is the only good one from this week. Or, well, the only big mover, I guess. So he went from like 52.6 last week, I want to say. He's up to 53.3. So Porky's slowly kind of moving up the ladder a little bit in 37th place. But that's it for the top 42. Let's get to the next group. 43 through 48. There she is. There's Tracer. Debuts at number 45. Oof. All right, so break it down. 82 total votes for Tracer, 33 yeses, 45 no's, and 4 unsures. And, yeah, I didn't see, unless I skimmed over it, I was kind of disappointed. I didn't see anybody say, yay, because I'm Tracer first. I didn't see any Tracer memes, so I was expecting at least somebody to point that out, but nobody said that, but no big deal, no big deal. But let's see, 2B, no votes. Pyramid Head, no votes. Cinderace, 1 vote, was a no, so dropped a slight bit in percentage. And then Freddy Fazbear and Monster Hunter, no votes, so they didn't go anywhere from last week. But yeah, Tracer, second character making her debut this week, starts at number 45. Talk about like opposites, right? For a second, Sub-Zero debuts at number 4, and then Tracer, 45. Kind of crazy. But, yeah, there you go. Top 48, which only leaves the bottom 2 characters, and you should know this by now. Jonesy and Crewmate, but really no big deal because they didn't get any votes this week, so they stay where they were last week. Like I said, this was a really slow week in terms of voting, so I think the best character overall, besides the debut characters, was Bomberman, who had 3 votes that were all yeses. And then Porky Minch was probably number 2, who had 2 votes that were yeses. So, yeah, those are your big movers of the week. But that is going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Friendly reminder, there was a new character earlier today, which should be on screen. Click that right now if you haven't gone and voted in that one. It is Gordon Freeman from Half-Life. So I'm curious to see how he plays out. Hey, Valve, we got one Valve character in here at Heavy who's sitting at 11, so maybe Gordon can kind of do the same, but we'll see. Anyway, that is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.